everybody, it's Kelly and I'm back with another layout here, and today I am scrapbooking photos from my youngest grandson's newborn photo shoot. So it's his brothers and sister here, and my oldest grandson's holding him, which I think is just darling and precious. He looks so grown up here. He's really 6, but he looks so grown up compared to that tiny little baby. So I mounted that on a piece of like a florally paper, kind of a floral pattern paper, or yeah, not, it's stucco pattern, sorry. And that is from Creative Memories. And that's just to kind of set it off from things. And I decided I wanted to use that gingham paper and then use some of that cardstock from that paper pad. So I'm just kind of playing with color right now. The first blue was too bright. The navy was too dark. Even though my granddaughter is wearing the navy sweater, it just kind of dominated everything. So I'm deciding here to use up these 2 pieces of paper. So I've got the gingham on kind of the, on the far right there, and then I'm going to add the floral paper to the left of that. But first I had to cut off like the border strip there. So I'm kind of playing with this here. I have these scraps and I think it's time to use them up. I love scrapping with blues, but it's hard to find them. So that cardstock there is from the Color Book paper pad, and a friend of mine gave that to me. She said she had been somewhere and she knows I love blue and I always have a hard time finding it, so she bought it for me, which I thought was really super sweet. So I had just gotten it and wanted to make sure that I did a couple of layouts with that paper. So thanks, Erin, if you happen to watch this. I know she does sometimes watch my videos on occasion when she's scrapbooking, I think. All right, so I really like how that looks, and I just love the softness of that blue paper. Does a nice job of kind of emphasizing the photos without, just it coordinates the, I guess, the patterns together. So then I decided to put some washi in between those 2 papers just to kind of do something with the join. I did think about doing it on the left side of the second pattern paper, but decided no, that would box it in too much. I just want the join here hidden a little bit. It will kind of draw your eye into the photo as well because it's dark and nothing else is. Plus it works with my granddaughter's dark sweater there too. So and that's from Bella Boulevard again, just in case I forgot to say that. I have these stickers. They're beautiful. These navy title stickers from Schmel's Head in the Clouds collection. It's the Hope and Dream stickers that I have used so little of them. So I decided it was time that I get them used, especially since I'm scrapbooking with a lot of navy with these photos, because everybody has, or blues, I should say. Everybody has some blues on. So then I'm looking at these chipboard pieces from Pebbles, and I don't have what collection they were from, but they were from a collection of blue chipboard. These are ages and ages old. So I'm just kind of playing around with shapes, where things can go, pulling out all the flowers here. Now I know my granddaughter's the only female on this, but it's okay. Plus, I love these photos. I love the photos of all 4 of them, but she's being so silly here, and so herself. So I just thought adding a little bit of the glittery stuff and flowers on here would just help emphasize her silliness. And I keep going back and forth about what I want to use. So I found the blue kind of glitter, lighter blue glitter flower, and then that white flower with a little bit of blue glitter there. And then I do have those hearts from the Schmel Thickers. Just kind of adding those in maybe with some of the other flowers there. Just kind of trying to figure out what I want to do there. I'm not loving the hearts though. They feel distracting more than anything to me. I think if I'd had some small ones, that would have worked better for me. So I'm looking, this is my Dear Lizzie hashtag sticker book, and I'm just kind of looking. I knew that there were navies in here, so I thought I would take a look. And this is where I just decide, you know what, I am not going to do any of those hearts. So I did find this washi strip in a navy polka dot, and I kind of like how that sort of grounds the photos there, gives them a little bit of a shelf, plus it grounds that embellishment cluster there with the flower on it. I'm liking how that's looking. And then I did find that little banner sticker, so I kind of like how that's coming off the edge of that flower. So these do not come with adhesive on the chipboard, which is okay with me because I put adhesive on chipboard anyway. I've had the experience of it falling off. I think I might have talked about that in my last layout, actually. A few years ago, I rearranged how I stored my books. I was storing them by Stacy Julian's kind of, you know, people we love, things we do kind of thing. But as I started scrapping my grandkids, I couldn't remember whether I had scrapped photos or not. I also do that process a little bit different now, which is that I save my photo. I put my photos into my laptop. I save them in two different places, neither one of them being a, I do it to Google Drive and also an external hard drive. And then I add them, I just use them in the, just a temporary drive on my laptop until they're printed. And then I just delete the ones on the laptop, so that way I know whether I printed them or not. Okay, so all of that, I found that banner from the hashtag sticker book as well. I'm kind of playing with that a little bit, thinking about adding another flower in there. The flowers are just not working for me here today. Looking more, I want more, and I can't figure it out. So there's that cute little sticker that says bonjour, or bonjour. And so I like how that looks. I'm thinking that would be kind of a cute piece to use. And then I think, okay, I'll take this banner off, and I rip it really badly. So, okay, that's not going to work. So I look for some more things. What can I use? What can I use? And then I find this little sticker that says remember, thinking about putting it down there. And then I think, oh, I could put it up here because then I'll get sort of a long element up here. However, it looks a little stark, like it's just jutting out and doesn't belong in that cluster. So I toy with adding back in hearts again. But then I need a heart down on the bottom, I think. Don't love that. And so sorry, guys. As I was, I went to grab my enamel dots and smacked the tripod, as you could tell. Anyway, so I decided I'm going to just use white enamel dots here. And I like how that looks, how it sort of brings the cluster sort of together. Doesn't make it look so much like none of this belongs. And I get to use some of the big enamel dots, which I love. I love using those because I don't use them as often. And the white just sort of blends in the background, just pulls the cluster, that upper cluster together so that it doesn't look like the phrase sticker from the hashtag sticker book. Those enamel is sticking out. The enamel dots are from Eyelet Outlet and Brad's. There is the still shot followed by a couple of detail shots. Hope you guys are well, and I'll be back with another layout again soon. Bye.